Hello. Welcome to the Beard Out Podcast. Podcast where we talk about the two greatest things in the world. Beer and Weird Al Yankovic. My Aunt Lala and my dad are the hosts of the show. Thanks for listening to the Beard Out Podcast, part of the OddPods Media Network. Stay weird and enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Sam.
I'm Richie.
And I'm Little Matt.
And here at the 500 Section Lounge, we have a few requirements.
First, you've got to be able to talk about anything at all.
Secondly, you need to be able to laugh, play games, and talk to some very interesting people.
From sports radio personalities to reality television contest finalists and everything in between, we talk to them all.
Yeah, it's all right here in the lounge.
So be on the lookout for what we do next.
And always be there to
Grab a listen.
Okay, and now we're going to play the theme song. Hello.
Well, hey, how are you doing? Have a seat. Have a drink. Boy, I can glad to see ya. What can you say? Where's Lala?
Oh my gosh. It's the show. It's the show that you come to expect to we help you wake up on Friday mornings, and we're here to do exactly that. This is the Beard Out Podcast. This is a podcast where we talk about two of the greatest things in the world, beer and Weird Al. And this is a very special episode. And I have done something by accident in the month of January that I'm now realizing is actually pretty cool. Because 2 weeks ago, you heard me talk to the nearly 9-year-old Isaiah, and now I have the nearly 17-year-old Zakk here.
Oh, yeah.
And, for those people that, I hesitate to use the word celebrate. For those people that practice dry January, my guests for the month are forced to practice dry January by virtue of their ages. So, yeah, y'all ought to know who Zakk is. Zakk is Zakk.
I am. I'm Russ's son.
Yeah, you're my fiance's son.
Fiance.
Yeah, you yeah, I like that you came into my world like fully formed and fully awesome, and I didn't have to do anything other than enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm almost an adult.
Oh well, I'm not even an adult.
Legally an adult.
Okay. Yeah, legal. There's the legal adult sense, and then there's actually being an adult, which I'm not even that.
How old is Weird Al?
Weird Al is 63.
And he is not an adult?
Nope.
He needs to be supervised.
I'm sure he does in some ways. But that's okay. That's a beautiful thing. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah, well, so we've got a special Weird Al topic on deck for us today, but before we jump too deeply into that, I do have to mention that since this is the Beard Out Podcast, I am drinking a beer called Goon Squad from Brew Hub. It's a juicy, hazy double India Pale Ale, clocking in at 9.8% alcohol by volume, and it is dangerously delicious.
Dangerous.
It is dangerously delicious for how strong it is. It's very just... It doesn't taste like it's as strong as it is. And Zakk's here doing Coke again.
I am doing some more Coke. It's a problem.
It is. I'm glad you're admitting it now.
Yeah.
So
I got some time to fix it before my next appearance. I might be drinking some Pepsi next time.
Oh God. I guess we'll stay tuned, people. You never know what could happen here on the Beard Out Podcast. But yeah, so our special topic du jour is the Weird Al show. And I need to set this up for everyone because before Zakk came down to visit, I was like, okay, have you ever seen the Weird Al show? And he said,
no.
And I said, okay, great. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to mainline all 13 episodes of the Weird Al show. And then we're going to talk about it.
Oh yeah. And it was quite the binge watch.
It was we did it in 2 sessions.
Oh yeah.
And it flew by.
Yeah, the main session consisting of 10 episodes and then the last one consisting of 3.
Yep.
So there's only 13.
I know. All too short. It was all too short. And so what I thought was interesting about this was like, this was on TV from September to December of 1997.
Good year.
It was. I was 12. You didn't exist yet.
I didn't exist.
I was in like the right age bracket to appreciate the show when it was on.
Yeah.
Because I was old enough to get more of the jokes, but I was young enough that I was still part of the
demographic.
Right. I was part of the target audience for it. But because it was so short-lived, so many people have forgotten about it. And it made sense to me why you hadn't seen it before or didn't even really know what it was.
Yeah, the only thing that I thought they were the same thing when you were talking about them before, but I thought that Al TV and this were the same thing. They are not.
They are not. They're two totally different things. Now, there are some bits from Al TV that kind of
overlap,
transferred into the Weird Al show.
Yeah.
Like Harvey the Wonder Hamster, Al's Mailbag, that sort of stuff. Like those
Yeah.
were bits that, definitely existed in both places. But I guess the first thing, now knowing that you didn't know what it was, and then when I explained to you that, oh no, this was a Saturday morning kids show, did the Weird Al show live up to what you thought it would be? Or were you expecting it to be something different?
It was better than I thought.
Really? How was
better.
it better than you were expecting it to be?
I was expecting kind of like a Mr. Rogers, kind of Weird Al's just sitting there and kind of going over a bunch of like informational stuff and like teaching kids, which he did, but in a very Weird Al way. And he had a lot of fun with the show, and you could tell that he had a lot of fun with the show, but he was forced to do some kids like informational stuff as well that he didn't want to do.
Yeah.
But my favorite part that surprised me was the TV, where you watch TV. Fred Huggins is probably my favorite character.
Oh, he's great.
Yes.
He is absolutely, and the puppets hate him so much.
Oh, yeah.
Papa Booley and Baby Booley. They hate Fred Huggins.
Oh, Papa Booley put him in a home in the last episode.
He sure did.
Yeah.
He didn't want any part of that. None of it. Gosh. And then we had watched a lot of that, and then where were we? Oh, then we were at Disney World, and it was raining, and then I'm sitting there because we were at a restaurant in Disney World, and it was raining, but we were all under umbrella at the table outside, but we were still getting wet, and
Yeah.
right, I think I out loud actually went, "Water is wet,
Yeah.
oh water is wet. How much wetter could water get?" And like. Just a day before, you wouldn't have gotten that joke.
Nope.
You would have just been like, all right, Lauren's losing it again.
Yep.
But you understood what I was talking about.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Other people around me probably thought I was losing my mind. But,
Oh, yeah. But
yeah.
you're allowed to lose your mind
I'm
at the greatest
allowed.
place on earth.
Exactly. It was magical, and I'm allowed to go crazy there.
Oh, yeah. And you got ears.
I did get ears at Disney World.
And I got a Star Wars X-Wing helmet.
I'd like to see how you put that to practical use later on in life.
Okay, how will you put those ears to practical use, Lauren?
Every time I go to Disney World, I will wear them.
Oh, well, I will wear that helmet every time I want to wear that helmet, which is like 5 more times, but...
Okay, that's like 5 more times. You should wear it on the airplane.
If TSA wouldn't take it, I probably would. There's the batteries in it.
Yeah. So just going to have to go in your suitcase with some creative packing.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Well, we are. This is still a Weird Al show related kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's people buying and doing and wearing weird things. So you said Fred Huggins is your favorite character. There were a lot of cameos.
Oh, yeah.
Too.
A lot of cameos.
Which cameo surprised you the most in the Weird Al show?
There are a lot of them. If the show went on, there'd probably been a lot more. Oh boy, it's hard to pick.
It's a tough question, and I realize that. I mean, because it's like for how short-lived it was and how weird of a show it was in the first place, he got some relatively big names to kind of come on and do their stuff.
Yeah, the first musical guest, I'm pretty sure it was the first musical guest, but the Bare Naked Ladies.
Uh-huh.
That surprised me.
Well, let's put it into the context of time, right? Because the Bare Naked Ladies didn't really hit here until a year or so after the Weird Al show, right?
And we know Al is very cultured with music taste, but like, I was very surprised with the timeline that they showed up and were a thing in the U.S. I'm assuming it was shot in the U.S.
Yeah. I guess it makes sense for them to. It seems like their brand of humor and Weird Al's brand of humor kind of
Intersect?
And yes. They definitely do. Because one thing Weird Al does very, very well, and I think we've even talked about this before, is there's dark content in the lyrics, but the songs don't sound dark.
Yeah.
Bare Naked Ladies do that a lot too.
Oh, yeah.
So I could see that working. But that was my first exposure to the Bare Naked Ladies, which out of context, that sentence sounds weird.
Yeah.
But no, this was the first time I ever saw that band. And I remember really liking the song they did. They did Shoebox. And then when they broke here with 1 week, I was like, oh, it's that band that I liked from the Weird Al show. And so, I can't even see or think of the Bare Naked Ladies without going, oh, hey, it's the Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah.
Because that's how it worked out. But yeah, that's a fun cameo. And I think the one that I probably find the most amusing is Macho Man Randy Savage.
Macho Man Randy Savage in the last episode, the first and last episode. We're both on completely opposite ends of 13.
I know. We're going to sandwich it out.
But yeah, for Macho Man Randy Savage.
Wrestled with
Harvey, and Harvey won.
Of course, because he's the Wonder Hamster.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a fun, delightful show. And as we were watching it, your dad made quite the point. We can't have stuff like this today for some reason.
I mean, there are still people like that. There just aren't shows like that because everybody's got to put their 2 cents in on it.
Yeah. And this show, I feel like if Weird Al were left more to his own devices with it, it probably would have lasted longer.
Yes.
Because it got shoehorned into being quote unquote educational when it really didn't need to be.
Yeah.
But I feel like for what we got of it, it did what it was supposed to do. It absolutely did what it was supposed to do. It introduced Weird Al to yet another audience.
Yeah.
In a different way than any of his music sort of did.
Now, was it the music first or was it the show that you first saw of Al?
Oh, it was the music. Yeah, because we got into him just a year before with the Bad Hair Day album. So we knew that. And then the show came out and we're like, oh, it's a show with our guy that we love. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Got very excited about it. It's an exciting
I
thing.
would be very excited about that. That's like, for me, Billie Eilish getting a show. And I'd be very happy about that.
Ooh, I bet she would be good at a show.
She has a very good sense of humor that no one really pays attention to.
She absolutely does. And my first, I was first kind of tuned into Billie Eilish and her sense of humor when she did an interview with Rainn Wilson from The Office. Like Rainn Wilson from The Office came to her house.
Came to her house because she's a big Office fan. Yeah, I saw that.
And he was like, okay, William Eyelash.
Yeah.
And she just took that and like laughed with it. And I'm like, okay.
That's an inside joke now.
Yeah.
It's a very big joke. I'll be walking by. I'll go, William Eyelash. And my dad will get it.
Yep.
You get it too.
I get it too. I absolutely do. And people who listen to this show will know that my brother and I want to have an Irish Billie Eilish covered band called William Irish.
Yeah.
So,
That.
so,
yeah.
It can happen. It can happen.
Probably will happen.
Yeah. William Irish. Yeah. See, look, we've got running gags on this show. It's great. And actually, when I was talking to Isaiah from the episode 2 weeks ago, we have more running gags than I thought because he was like, oh, I got you to do the thing. And I was like, I have things that I do in this cut. I was like, wow. And like he noticed that he remembered that there's a thing that I do all the time. I'm like, all right, cool.
And so your gags are running?
My gags are running.
You better go catch them.
Oh,
I see them. They're running on the front
my
lawn.
gags are running on the front lawn. They're not running with scissors though. I think if I had to pick a favorite episode
Ooh.
of this show, it would be it's tough. I'm going to narrow it down to 2 because when we were watching it, I said the talent show episode was my favorite.
Yeah.
Because I like how into the talent show the Hooded Avenger is.
Oh,
how he
yeah.
wants to win so badly.
He wants that bass statue.
He wants that bass statue real bad.
Yeah.
I love that Weird Al's actual mom is in this episode.
Yeah.
You can tell she doesn't act, but she's there because that's her kid. And I love the bit at the end when she's holding the banjo with all the plates on her head and she's ready to go. And then the plates all fall off of her head. It's great.
Yeah. It's okay, Mom. You tried.
It's okay, Mom. You tried. And I also like the time machine episode.
Yeah. That's neither of mine, but I like both of those.
Those two stick with me in. I don't exactly know why. I'll say this. The one thing the time machine episode has for me that I absolutely love is that it has the live musical performance in that episode is Weird Al and his band doing Yoda.
Yeah.
Which I think is really, really cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's cool to see because I've seen Yoda like every time I've seen Weird Al in concert. Yoda always happens.
It's amazing.
But this was just before the first time I saw him in concert, and so this was before The Saga Begins was released. So before those two songs were kind of paired together,
Yeah.
in that way, and so it was just neat to see him do what at that time was just a 12-year-old song from his repertoire and just kind of whip it out. He could have done anything. He could have done something off of his more recent album, but he was like, "No, I'm going to do Yoda though."
Yeah, and people don't really think about how long his career has been.
Yeah,
His career has been a long time.
40 years at this point.
Yeah, it's a long music career.
It is a same band the whole time, which just speaks to how awesome of a guy he is. And just to these again, so the Time Machine episode and the talent show episode, the musical guest in the talent show episode doesn't make sense to me. It's that
A lot of
R&B
them.
band Immature.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So what was your manager thinking when you said that? You were like, what was their manager thinking? Like, I'd imagine Weird Al picks the musical guests or like invites musical guests on, and they were an up and coming band, but like,
yeah, it's just, I was just like, huh. So yeah, so this band Immature released 4 albums, one in 92, one in 94, one in 95, and one in 97. So at this point, this band was kind of almost done.
Yeah.
And it confuses me. It confuses me why this band
Happened on the Weird Al.
happened on the Weird Al show. And we'll get to your favorite episodes here in just a second, but I think we're on like an interesting topic here with
Oh, yeah.
these musical guests. The Bare Naked Ladies make sense.
The Bare Naked Ladies do make sense.
Weird Al and his band performing together also makes sense.
Also makes sense, yeah.
In the final episode where Al gets robbed
Mm-hmm.
and there's nothing in the house, having the band All For One, who famously did a lot of things a cappella in that 4-part harmony anyway,
Yeah.
that made sense in the context of that episode, and like the content of their music made sense. The one the competition where he's up against that other show to win that award, and he captures the musical guest from that other show. It's a band called Radish.
Yeah.
And that Ben Queller fronted that band, and I enjoyed Ben Queller's debut solo album, but the lyrical content of the song that Radish did is not appropriate for a kids show.
No.
So I just don't get it.
I feel like this show was a victim of bad booking and bad dealings with the corporate side of television.
I will definitely agree with you
Because
there.
the show has a lot of good content and it's very interesting, and it has all the like needed qualities to be a good kid show, but it's just weird booking.
It's very weird booking.
Very weird.
Yeah.
On the Weird Al show.
I mean, yes, it's weird, but not in the way that you kind of want it to be weird. There's a
Yeah.
lot of the weird that we want in this, and there's a lot of bits from this show that have kind of become part of like what Weird Al is all about. But yeah, it's just a lot. There's a lot of it that was just kind of a mess.
Yeah, even though it was short-lived, I'm happy that it happened rather than not happening.
Yeah.
My favorite episode, if you want to get into that real quick.
I would like to, yes.
My favorite episode is the award show episode where he's battling for best TV show host, I think.
Okay, yes.
Because at the end, it's a good lesson too, because they both get caught up in
The competition. Yeah, he's up against Uncle Ralphie.
And Fred Huggins.
And Fred Huggins, yeah.
And him and Uncle Ralphie both get caught up in trying to sabotage each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then the show kind of lets you forget that Fred Huggins is even in the running.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, they let him win.
Yeah, because he was the only one who
Played fair.
I think you hit something really good here. Of all of the lessons, and I use that loosely, of all of the lessons that the Weird Al show purports to teach, this one feels the most intentional. This one makes the most sense.
I feel like Al was actually wanted to teach that lesson.
That's a really good point, because if anybody plays fair, Weird Al absolutely does.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's a question. Because this is a thing that bothers me, and I want to feel like I'm not alone in this. And if you disagree with me, like, feel free to. But
okay.
You and I both know that Weird Al, the person, is smart and kind and funny, right?
Yes.
Weird Al, the character on the Weird Al show, is kind of dumb and kind of a jerk.
Yeah. You can see that with Bobby the Inquisitive Boy.
I love Bobby the Inquisitive Boy.
And Al doesn't.
No, I get. Weird Al wouldn't let his annoyance show like that, but the Weird Al character.
The character is a different person. It's like showing. I don't even know how to say it, but like it's showing like who you're not supposed to be, I guess. And Al, the character in the show, has a lot of funny moments, and like it's like slap comedy where you're like laughing at him, not with him. And I feel like that was very intentional.
Yeah. I guess leave it to Al to make himself the jerk that gets used to teach these lessons.
I mean, he did lose on Jeopardy and looked like a total jerk.
In front of millions of people. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They took his picture down and put it in a drawer. I remember that from the show.
Yeah.
The music video.
Yeah. They totally did. They totally did. So there were a lot of non-musical celebrity cameos in this. And we talked about Macho Man Randy Savage. But like some that happened that like I totally forget even appear. As we were going through it, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot they were on there. Oh yeah, I forgot they were on there. Oh yeah. Oh
my God. There's a whole episode around one and I can't remember his name. John Tesh. Yeah, that's the second episode where Weird Al promised that he was like, he lied to his friends that he was friends with John Tesh. And first of all, sidebar to all of this, how is Weird Al friends with three people who are obsessed with John Tesh? Like out of all the people, and that's another gag that I think that you don't even think correlates over. I remember in the Paul McCartney interview on Al TV, it was Sex Pistols and John Tesh that Paul McCartney listened to, and John Tesh carried over into this as well.
That's so interesting.
I thought of that the second I heard John Tesh. I was like, it's John Tesh and the Sex Pistols on Paul McCartney interview.
That's amazing.
Which is my favorite interview. It's that, the Eminem one, and the Steven Tyler one that I love the most.
Oh, yeah. Although the Al TV interviews are absolutely fabulous. We should have you back on to kind of talk about the Al TV interviews.
Al TV is amazing.
That would be a lot of fun.
The Twinkie Wiener Sandwich is also one that correlates through all Weird Al media.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird food.
There is.
That takes place in this, but we also have crossover with the movie UHF in a lot of places. Cooney, the karate instructor character, actually shows up.
Yeah,
there, like in character. But we also have David Bowe, who played Bob in UHF, show up as one of the miners.
That guy was everywhere in the 90s and movies and TV. Like going back through the 90s and the 80s, I see his face everywhere. And he does like everything.
Yeah.
I can't remember a few. I don't know a few other movies, but he's in a bunch of other movies that I know.
Oh yeah, he was in A Few Good Men, Made in America, Heavyweights, The Rock, Kicking and Screaming, Rubber. I mean, he was in a lot of things, but his Wikipedia page says his best known role is that of George Newman's sidekick Bob in 1989's UHF.
Well, there you go. I wonder what Weird Al's most known role is.
Being Weird Al.
Yeah.
Do it. Opening up more.
Doing
coke.
more coke.
He's doing more coke.
It's my second.
Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. He's doing all this coke on the Beard Al podcast.
Another little I saw your I Love Lucy thing, and another little correlation between Disney. We were going to go to the Brown Derby.
Uh-huh.
And we were talking about how they shot an episode of I Love Lucy there.
Yeah.
And you were like, I love Lucy. I was like, you should go in there and yell I love Lucy.
I would have done it if we had ended up going in there, but we decided not to wait, and we were all tired. Yeah. Everybody's feet hurt. Yeah, I mean, for those of you like keeping score here, yeah, we did one day in one Disney World park, and my God, my feet were killing me.
Oh yeah, I'm quite young and spry. But I was not very excited to get up the next morning.
Oh no.
No, I was very tired.
Yeah, that's why we just chilled out that day. Because, oh, Lord, I drove the whole way back, and I remember getting out of the car to pick up the pizza when we got back into town, and my feet did not feel like my own feet.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, oh, God, this is wrong.
Yeah, you're fine when you keep moving. Like, you could feel like you could keep moving forever. But, like, once you stop for, like, an hour and then you try and get back up, you're like, oh, hi.
Yeah. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
Oh, yeah.
So we getting back to the Weird Al show, because I mean, I know we had a blast in Disney, and we could.
Yeah, we could talk about it forever, but this is a Weird Al show.
This is a Weird Al show this is a show about Weird Al. We're talking about the Weird Al show. You see.
Oh yeah.
This is how it goes. The logistics of one thing that I don't think bothered me at the time, and it doesn't even bother me now, but he lives in a cave 20 miles below the surface of the earth. Yet it seems so easy for people to just drop in.
Yeah, waltz in. John Tesh just walks in and complains.
John Tesh. Oh, that, because of that episode, that to this day is still a running gag, like, in my family. Like, for nothing, like, out of complete, like, nowhere. I know. Okay. Here's how it works. It was probably at least 10 years after the whole Weird Al show situation. A long time. I was at the Olive Garden with my mom.
The Olive Garden?
Yeah.
With your mom.
And here's the thing. If you've ever been to an Olive Garden, you know that the forks at the Olive Garden only have 3 tines on them.
Yeah.
And if you remember in that episode with John Tesh, he's trying to sell a 4-tined food stabber.
Yep.
Right? And so I remember being at the Olive Garden going like, this is a 3-tined food stabber. And like the Weird Al show is like never front and center in any way. But like you see things and you go like, this is a 3-tined food stabber. My mom didn't miss a beat and she just goes, John Tesh. And like I knew we were like both on the same page with this. Like, and there are some things where like you have these connections that your brain makes, and it's comforting to be around people that like get the stupid things that your brain is doing.
Yeah.
When your brain does it, it's wild stuff.
Earlier today, we were listening to Albuquerque, and not one of us complained when it came on because of the length. And you were like, I'm happy that I'm around people who understand.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Like we have a playlist that we listen to in the car, and it's not all Weird Al, but
it's not. But there's a good chunk of Weird Al on that playlist. There's a good chunk of Weird Al on that playlist. But like Albuquerque came on, and like I think if I had like other people in the car, I might have skipped it. But kind of, I knew having you and your dad in the car, I was like, we are all going to enjoy every second of this.
And like we did. Like I kind of looked over at your dad and he's like singing along outside. I heard, you kind of going along with some bits of it. And I was like, everyone is enjoying this. This is how life should be.
Oh yeah. And Albuquerque is a very special song for me because I love every second of it. And it's a story. It's a very good story. And when I listen to it, it just brings back memories because that is a Weird Al song that is very long, yes, but it always comes up when we're listening to Weird Al. When we like sit down and listen to Weird Al, it always makes an appearance almost every time.
It has to. It's an absolute masterpiece.
It is.
It's an absolute masterpiece. And here's the thing too. When you think about it, Albuquerque was probably recorded not long after the Weird Al show kind of ended.
Yeah.
You know? And when you think that the same guy that had that whole story of Albuquerque in his brain did this kids show that had so much potential. Are you familiar with Pee-wee's Playhouse?
Not familiar, but I know Pee Wee Herman, yes.
Okay, Pee-wee Herman, he had a kids show.
Yeah.
Very similar to this, okay? He had a lot more creative freedom because Pee-wee's Playhouse wasn't trying to teach us anything.
It was just fun.
It was just fun and weird. And there was a lot of screaming. There was talking furniture. There was, Lawrence Fishburne played, a cowboy in it. And it was crazy town. Okay. And then you have this. And if Weird Al had the freedom
That Pee
to
Wee
do it
had.
his way, it would have been absolutely amazing. I love that, he still had already put so much goodwill out there into the world that Judy Tenuta came on to be Madam Judy.
Madam Judy.
Give me $5. She was great on it. I love Cousin Corky, Bobby the Inquisitive Boy, the Hooded Avenger, Gal Spy.
Yeah.
She's great. A lot of the recurring characters are absolutely amazing. And so, but you said your favorite is Fred Huggins, who's not on the show. He's on the TV that Al is watching.
And Fred Huggins is very much Al making fun of something in the way that Al does, because he isn't bullying, he's making fun of.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a very thin line that you can walk when doing that, and Al walks it perfectly.
Yeah. I think what the Fred Huggins character is doing, that's Al's way of saying, you want me to be that.
But I'm not that. Yeah.
So he put that in there. Yeah, I love how his answer to when he gets stressed out is to go sit in that eyeball chair and watch TV. Let's watch TV.
Yeah. It works. It calms me down.
It should. It does. I mean, whatever. It's mind numbing for a reason. I think my favorite thing that showed up on the TV was the movie trailer, 60% chance of rain.
Yep. Now I got one question for you.
Uh-huh.
If you had one shot to sit on your lazy butt and watch all the TV you ever wanted, it came into my mind because it's the same guy and it's the same ideas, just different time periods in his life.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. TV is definitely a running thing. I mean, you have all the things that Al is all about happen here. TV, food, and Harvey the Wonder Hamster.
Yeah, and Al tried to go into TV several times and different types of media with UHF and Al TV and the Weird Al Show. It just never quite worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Al TV is probably the most successful.
Yeah, because it was just kind of one-off things here and there where people who were already watching MTV and Al just got to take over for a bit and just kind of be Weird Al.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that he was on MTV doing that sort of thing because, MTV is what made him
Made him
what he is. Yeah.
And UHF is also very successful. I feel like this one's the only, I wouldn't say flop.
UHF wasn't successful at the time. UHF being a flop in 1989, because it came out against huge movies that summer. It was just there was no way. UHF being a flop is the reason why we didn't get a Weird Al album from 1989 until 1992.
Yeah.
He was am I done? Am I over? Is this it? That became a cult classic. And I feel there's some people out there for whom the Weird Al Show does have cult classic status. It's just not as widely spread as UHF.
Yeah. I'm looking at a UHF poster right now.
It's in this room.
It is in this room, and it is a very nice poster.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Yeah, I feel like UHF has, you explained it quite well with it's become a cult classic where the Weird Al show has not gotten that cult classic status yet. I feel like it's something like what happened to UHF where it became a cult classic is going to happen maybe to the Weird Al show.
Yeah, it definitely could. I feel like what with Weird the Al Yankovic story that is streaming exclusively on the Roku channel.
Oh yeah.
With that being a thing that exists, we may have people retroactively going to find more Weird Al content.
It's sparking interest in the artist with a younger generation, like people my age.
Yeah.
Which the Elvis movie did earlier this year.
That's true.
Last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Last year, 2022.
Weird. It's weird to say that's 2023. It doesn't feel like it.
No, and it won't until this is the time of year when if people were still writing physical checks, we'd be writing the wrong year on the physical check.
I still write the wrong year when I'm writing stuff for like school.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because you got to do that. I used to be a bank teller, and the first month of the year was the worst because people would be like, "They just gave me this check," and I was like, "Yeah, well, they dated it for January of last year, not this year," and they're like, "Oh no!" I'm like, "You're gonna have them issue you a new check because I cannot take this because it's. I get that it's new, but it says that it's over a year old.
Yeah.
So
you're like, I wish I could help you.
I really wish I could help you. I have a question for you then.
Ooh.
Now that you have seen all of the Weird Al show, would you share any or all of it with your friends?
Probably. There are some episodes where I wouldn't sit down and watch all 13 unless they were like, hell yeah, let me see more.
Yeah.
I'd probably show them a select few episodes.
That's good. I mean,
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good place to start. Like, I feel like it's kind of knowing the person and being like, they would find this one funny for this reason.
Yes.
You know? And if you hadn't agreed to commit to watch all 13, I would have said, okay, Zakk will find this one and this one and this one funny for this reason. I would have curated some Weird Al show episodes for you, but I didn't have to because you were like, no, I'll watch all of it.
Yeah.
And we did.
Oh, yeah.
It was good.
And after we're done recording this, we get to watch Thriller in 4K and beat it.
We totally do. And I have to say, and I'm going to say it. We got Eat It in 4K before we got Thriller and Beat It in 4K. And did you know that Weird Al actually did the whole rendering process of the Eat It video himself?
Wow.
From the tour? Like, he was like, I had downtime, and so I did it. And then he put it out, and then he had a friend of his clean it up even further and do it. And so I don't know if Weird Al putting Eat It out made the Michael Jackson estate go, oh God, the Eat It guy did it. I guess we got to do it.
Yeah. And we learned the other day, well, I wasn't here for this, but we learned that your dogs were trained to hear Eat It and know it was food time.
Yes.
And you guys were watching Beat It.
Yep.
And they were losing it.
Yep.
And you did not know why. And it was like a light bulb. You were like, they think it's food time.
Yep.
Because it's the same beat to them. Mm-hmm. Which
they
it
think
is.
they're hearing their food song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have them Pavlovianly. I think maybe I just made a
word,
made an adjective out of a noun, but I had them, conditioned to eat it, and I stopped for a while, like because I used to play it every day when they would eat, and then I stopped. But then one day, they were Beat It came on, and they were like, huh? I'll be curious to see if it happens again. Because they've already eaten dinner.
Yeah.
So, I guess
Troy will eat. Troy will eat anytime.
Troy will eat anytime at all. So
for any reason.
Yeah, for absolutely any reason. That dumb dog. No, I love him. He's a great dog. He's a
good boy.
He's a good boy. Oh, see? And he's like, he is not he's not a trained stunt dog like Harvey is a trained stunt hamster, but I love him anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And so I feel like we covered a lot of the Weird Al show. We kind of hit on things, especially that you have seen it straight through just once.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any closing thoughts about the Weird Al show? What would you say to somebody listening to this podcast who, if they're listening, they're probably a Weird Al fan, but somebody listening to this podcast who hasn't seen the Weird Al show yet, what would you say to them?
I would say watch it, and if you don't like the first episode, you shouldn't watch the rest of the show. They are different episodes, but it's relatively the same format. And I completely forgot a piece of media that Weird Al has also gone into the children's entertainment, which is Milo Murphy's Law.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a Weird Al-centric show, but he does the voice.
He does.
It's a pretty good show. If you like Phineas and Ferb, you're probably going to like that show.
Okay.
And he does the voice, and I heard the voice, and I was like, I think I know that guy.
Yeah. Weird Al is definitely doing stuff to put himself out there for different generations because he was Cheese Sandwich on My Little Pony.
Yeah.
All that stuff. So, I mean, Weird Al is just out there doing the thing.
Oh, yeah.
For the people.
And I wish that there was more of the Weird Al show.
I do too.
I think that we all do. But if you do like the first episode, watch the rest of the you will enjoy it. Watch the rest of the 13.
Great.
But if you don't like the first episode, then I'm not going to say don't bother because you can try, but it's the same.
You don't know that you're in for more of the same.
Yeah.
There are definitely ups and downs to each episode. I feel like there's at least one good classic highlight in every single episode.
Yeah.
Some episodes have parts where you're like, okay, get on with it. But I have at least one good belly laugh in every single episode.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I'm also sitting there sometimes like, this one's not my favorite. You know?
Yeah, I think that's because you've watched it many times.
That's true.
There was not a point in the 13 episode, which if it was longer, there probably would have been, but there was not a point where I was like, dear God, what did I agree to?
Well, that makes me feel good. Good. So see, it's not, at the very least, it's not torture. That's what we're saying.
It is not torture.
You heard it here, folks.
You know, it was borderline in a few parts, but...
That's great. That's great. But yeah, I think we covered the Weird Al show, and I think we did a good job about it. So, Zakk, you've been on this show twice now, and I hope...
3 times.
3 times. That's right. We have had a full episode conversation twice, and you were on my the episode that I opened up 2022 with. That was just last year, right?
Yes. The beginning of last year.
Yeah. It was the beginning of last year. So, I mean, that's true. So here you are. You're
trilogy.
On yeah. But yeah, this is your second solo appearance, and you were on that whole wonderful compilation episode. And you are more than welcome back to talk about Weird Al with me. You know that the door is closed right now, but the door is always open if you All right, I guess we're I guess I had to hit this button.
And that's when those security guards threw us out.
All right.
Because this episode is done. Zakk, thank you again for being here. This has been wonderful.
Thank you for having me.
Huzzah! And people, tune in next week. John and I are going to be talking about something, I think. We haven't decided yet, but it'll be good, I promise.
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye!
Goodbye!
Bye!
Sorry, we got a 1. We got a capital again.